Case so boom, that time preacher man Cornell had a message for everybody in the pod. So I'm standing on the rail, I'm cooling, I'm chilling, I'm minding my business like I always do. All of a sudden, dramatic effect me, please. I'm hearing doors. Boom. Hey, five. Boom. Five, come here real quick. Hey, G. Hey, folks, come here real. I ain't making no move. I'm just sitting here, I'm chilling, I'm observing everything, but I already know what time it is in the penitentiary when things start moving fast like that and people trying to already let it be known it's some hostility, it's some tension, and it's an issue by yelling, hey, five, where you at? It's the tone, it's the aggression, you know what I'm saying? You making it be known that, hey, something about to happen, we about to find out something because there's something going on. Then I peep everybody else in the pod, everybody else looking around. You start seeing it. All that right there, right? All of a sudden, 10:30 come out of his cell. Boom. I'm knowing he looking around. He acting like he ain't being nosy, but he being nosy trying to read the room. So as he get close to me, I said, pull up real quick, bro. He, bah. What's up, bro? What's going on? I said, man, I don't know. I said, I just seen Five come out of. Then I see Lil Five. Lil Five about 5'6". I'm talking about a solid dude. Really, he like what I was to GD to Five now. Stay out the way, gonna do no drugs, gonna get his money, you know what I'm saying? He there for keeping it real, you know what I'm saying? Cause I'm gonna tell you about that in a minute. But Lil Five, I'm a solid dude, decent dude, right? So I see folk now come out, two of the brothers come out of the cell, you know what I'm saying? And as they talking, Five and them pull up, it don't look like nothing going on until you start seeing all that right there. 10:30 said, you want me to go down? And I said, nah, just chill. I see Lil Five walking over. He post up for a little minute, boom, boom, boom. You see Five and then wave him out. One of the brothers, you know what I'm saying, they grab and they walk out. So Five break away, you know what I'm saying, he started coming up the steps. I said, yeah, go down there, because they look like they finna be done talking. So brother them walking out. Lil Five coming up the step. He said, Joe. I said, what's up with you? I'm being funny, but I'm knowing he hollering for his people. You know what I'm saying? Well, my name Joe. I said, oh, what's up? I said, what's up, bro? Nah, I ain't even talking about you, Lil Joe T. He said, but I do need to holler at you about something. He like, let me holler at Five real quick. I'll be right back. Boom, he mobbed in the cell. He in there for like 5 minutes. He come back out of the cell. He pull up. Hey, folks, man, look. So the little situation down there, you know what I'm saying? I seen y'all standing up here, the little situation down there really, man, cause your folk done tried to snake me, like you acting like a real snake, bro. I said, man, hold on. I said, hold on. He said, nah, I ain't saying it like that, you know what I'm saying? Cause, bro, you already know, regardless of what you is, regardless of what I am, we know what go on in-house. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it's issues on your end, just like it's issues on my end. It's solid brothers on my end, and it's also snakes on my end. It's good brothers on your end, and there's also snakes on your end. And right now, I'm telling you, Joe T, he a snake, bro. So, what happened was, I'm finna take care of some business, right? I let folk use the phone. Folk pull up on me all the time. I boom, get in the phone. He doing all of that. Yeah, cause folk them on that. I ain't even on all that. He done already threw that out there, that bro backbiting. Divide and conquer. He on it. But, so, I get him on the phone and then, right? He come in the cell one day, after I done strike, you know what I'm saying, I done struck, right? So I got a little weed out, you know what I'm saying, I got the pills and stuff out, you know what I'm saying, the white boy tapping on the door, boom, boom, boom. I'm talking about like a trap house, I got it jumping in there, you feel me, Joe T? So he like, man, put me in the car, this and that. I told him, I said, man, I'm going through somebody else right now myself. You know what I'm saying? I was like, but look, I'm finna see what's up. He was like, man, you get something together, whatever. You know how it goes, Joe T. I'll mess with you, but this is what it's going, you know what I'm saying? So I mess with him. I guess a couple of days go by, Joe T. I'm guessing he peeping where I'm going, right? He done peeked the move back and forth, right? So Five pull up on me. Five say, hey, man, you need to be careful, man. You putting people in the bed and stuff. Like, what's up, bro? You got people saying that, you know what I'm saying, that I can do this and do that and boom, boom. Lil Five say, I'm like, what you talking about, bro? 'Cause I ain't, you know what I'm saying? He was like, why dude pull up on me, you know what I'm saying? Folk pulled up on me talking about, man, Lil Five told me come holler at you, you know what I'm saying? I can get in the car, you know what I'm saying? That's how he getting his or whatever. Five say, bro, I said, hold on, folks. Hold on real quick, Five. He mob off, you know what I'm saying? I go holler at folk in the air. I'm like, bro, what you on? You know what I'm saying? So at that point, you know, Five done went and hollered at this room. Now they want to make it an issue. You know what I'm saying? Not just with me, but you know what I'm saying? So that what was going on, trying to get that cleared up. Like I said, bro, he done pulled a little snake move. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm guessing you don't know nothing about it, but I'm just letting you know, you know what I'm saying? By that time, hey, Joe T, hey, Lil Five, hey, come here real quick. Man, we going down the stairs. He was like, that's probably, I'm telling you, bro, I just put you up on it. We go down the stairs, right? 10:30 walking over, he like, man, what's up? I said, bro, come on. We go over to the cell, close the door, boom, bless his cell, what's going on? Lil Fan say, man, look, I just told Joe T what the issue is, bro. You know what I'm saying? And really, Fan say, man, I'm trying to see folk, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what type of game folk got going on, you know what I'm saying? Try to make it look like my people was on something sideways the whole time. He trying to look out for you. You try to backdoor my folk, you know what I'm saying? He on some snake stuff. 10:30 said, who? He was like, man, y'all already know who I'm talking about. Fast like, man, bro, I ain't told it, but look, bro, it was such and such, you know what I'm saying? I said, 10:30, go get him real quick. He mob out of the cell, he go get bro. He come back 2-3 brothers with him. Cause he done went and told folk now a whole complete different story, which I hated. Brothers will, commercial break me please. Brothers will know something to come to a head. And before it come to a head, they'll go make all these false promises, what they was finna do, what they can do if this go through. Bruh, this ain't what it was. They try to do this, they try to do that. And they gonna take that brother's side and not care about putting it, and I ain't going for that. They come in and say, man, bless his cell, what's up, folks? But look, this what happened right here. I'm in the cell with Lil Five say, hold on. He left over the right. Man, hold on, G. Cause everybody in the room know I don't even move like that. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I know your people know my people, bro. You know what I'm saying? And if we keeping it real in here, bro, you ain't even got nothing. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you barely, bro, you got Joe shoes and the state boots, oh. So it don't even make sense for you to say, I said like, bro, I was trying to help you, bro. I ain't said nothing. I don't even know why you came to my people, bro. And then you come in here, bro, say, man, folk, hey, Five, man, keep it real, bro. I came in to say the first thing you say is, man, such and such, man, he got such and such going on. But right now, boom, 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 boom. Five say, hey, folk, quit playing. I said, man, hold up. Five of them say, man, bro, at the end of the day, I don't care nothing about none of that, man. Your folk got my name in his mouth. Five, I don't know what happened. But Five saying that ain't how it went down. I'm saying Five, that ain't. Bruh, them say, and it's the same thing over here. What you mean? Bruh saying this is what was said, that's what was said. Why would bruh come over if he didn't say your name? Five say, man, come on, bro. This the penitentiary, bro. Bruh probably been watching my every move. You know what I'm saying? People already probably been talking. He was on some penitentiary games. Done went over there and said something, hoping he hit his mark. You know what I'm saying? Then another Five say, yeah, because he did pull up on me, you know what I'm saying, trying to smoke or whatever. He was like, man, I'm trying to get something going. And I was like, man, me too. I'm waiting on my people. He was like, exactly, bro. That was his way of marking you off, or you wasn't the one, bro. You know what I'm saying? So by that time, no telling who else you know. He said, man, I ain't did none of that, bro. You was in there, you had this going on, that going on. And bro, he was like, I told you, look, Five, man, I apologize. I'm going to take accountability. All this fall on me, all because I did offer something, but bro, I ain't said your name. Whatever violation y'all want to give me, Five, on the strength of that, bro, I'm cool with it. But I'm letting y'all know right now, bro, I ain't said bro name. That's on the Five. That's on the Five. I don't know what bro got going on, but you know what I'm saying? However this go, it go. I'm gonna eat whatever I gotta eat. Bruh know what I did. At the end of the day, they could take his side. He know what I said. I know what I said. We the only two. It's my word against his in court. And right now, all I'm going to do is throw myself at the mercy of my people. You know what I'm saying? I messed up. Bruh say, that's how he want to play. They let you know he guilty right there. Why would he ask? He said, bro, you playing penitentiary game, and I ain't even playing them, bro. I'm taking accountability for even offering you an opportunity, bro. And you riding in, and guess what? You just lost a real dude on the strength of playing because you did something you ain't had no business doing. And then you got your people believing and standing behind you on some BS, and you know, bro, that ain't even how it happened, bro. And Fire say, man, hey, at the end of the day, I want to fight, bro. Bro, I ain't messed up with none of that. What's up? Man, hey, we ain't even finna, because I already know how it done went down. That was a pat four down, pat him down, boom, boom. I step out of the cell, little Fire come out the cell, man, walk with me, Joe T. You know what I'm saying? Let me rewind you back. When I first met Lil Fire, when he come to the penitentiary, after he there about 2-3 months, right? We working out. We all on this 5 of them, the folks that we all working out and stuff, right? So we go, after we get through working out, we would always go hit the big yard, go hit like 2-3 laps. So I'm running with one of the guys. 5 done fell back from some of his people, and he walking. And as he walking, you know what I'm saying? I done start trucking a little bit. I tap him on the shoulder. Come on, 5. He grabbed, hold on, Joe T. Hold on, Joe T. Hold on. He dragging on to me. I'm pulling him, right? So by that time, we both done started walking together. And I'm asking, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling him why I'm locked up. He done heard stuff about me. I done heard some stuff about him. He was like, yeah, bro, they be getting the story all wrong. See what happened. You know what I'm saying? I had it going. I was getting it on the town, right? You know what I'm saying? One of my guys, you know what I'm saying? One of my people, you know what I'm saying? I let him, you know what I'm saying? He had to go make some runs. I give him the key, you know what I'm saying? I tell him he can use my car, you know what I'm saying? He making plays in the car or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whole time I ain't knowing, you know what I'm saying? My keys to the spot on there. Man, he done went and made a duplicate key to all the keys on my, you know what I'm saying, on the thing, right? You know what I'm saying? A couple of days go by, all of a sudden, I go to the spot, you know what I'm saying? I done, man, gone. I'm hit, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't no much of work and there wasn't no money, but he hit me for some work, you know what I'm saying? I'm like right at a 9 piece, I got like 8 and a quarter in there, Joe T. You know what I'm saying? So my mind going crazy. I'm like, who? Like I know some of the, but who? It ain't no forced entry, Joe T. It ain't none of that. So I started playing it back. I'm running it down to some of the brothers. I'm running it down and finding them like, hey, you know, maybe. And I'm like, nah, ain't no way. I'm like, how? Like, they ain't kicked the door, they ain't bust no window, they ain't, like, who could have got in my house? You know what I'm saying? Man, and get what? He done got to argue with one of my girl I used to mess with. He done got to argue with another girl, you know what I'm saying? Because she ain't trying to give him no play right. He done got to talking crazy, talking about he just hit a lick. He done came up, and then, you know what I'm saying, brother wasn't really around after that. You know what I'm saying? He done came up and all this and that. So she done told the gal done told me, and I started playing it back, right? I'm like, man, and then, you know what I'm saying, bro, we just popped up on him. We popped up on him. He got a smoker coming out the house. I'm talking about, hey, what's up? He was like, man, that's gotta be the same dope you got. It's gotta be the same dope you got. And I just looked at Fire was like, hold on, we go straight in, boom. Man, when we go in the house, bro, I up on bro. Bro like, man, what's up? He was like, man, bro, you, by that time, I don't know what he reaching for, Joe T. He reached for, boom, boom, boom. I hit him 3 times, but then all on the side, you know what I'm saying? They done hit me 5 or 10, man. He done went down there, pressed all that, you know what I'm saying? But that how it went, you know what I'm saying? He went and got them keys made or whatever. But that, he was like, man, I'm a stand-up guy, you know what I'm saying? I ain't going for none of that, you know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it real with my people, and they, you know what I'm saying? He tried to snake me, right? So back to the story, when me and Lil Fire walk out, Fire say, man, bro, look, I'm so big on my integrity, bro, and morals and principles, Joe T. I don't even care who didn't believe me in that room. It's all about, after I lay down tonight, if I know I did the right thing that was on my heart. And at that point, he playing with me in there, Joe. You know what I'm saying? He playing with me. I ain't even fighting him in there, fighting my battles. I ain't even feeling that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just know, bro, I ain't say my people's name. However, he went and fished out the right person. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't cool. Like I was telling you, man, he a snake. So I take heed of that, right? Boom. I fade on off, you know what I'm saying? Bruh come out, they come up, they talking about the fight or whatever, saying it's about a draw, all this and that, right? However, now with that happening, some of Fire them, because he threw himself at the mercy of the court, they took that as an opportunity to say, bruh probably was and probably did put the opposition in the building. Police come in coincidentally, kicking. Commercial break me, please. And if you didn't watch the video I dropped yesterday, go check that out. If you haven't watched Traps, go watch Traps. And do me a favor, like, share, and get in the comment section. Y'all already know what's happening. It's your boy, Joe T. In those and that ain't making it like brother ran that heat. They go in and get into it with Lil 5, whatever they come up with. Because when they want something from me, they going to find a way to make something that wasn't even an issue an issue. They get to fight with bro and end up taking something from him. They don't put him off the compound. Everybody see what's going on. He looked like he alienated. They ain't taking him to the shop, but they then turn around, smash, jump on Lil 5 again. Don't nobody really know what's going on. Preacher Cornell, I don't remember exactly what he come out, he seeing what's going on. He go over to the cell to check on Lil 5. He got an open cell. Make a long story short, whatever they did, they didn't push him off the compound. He moved over in the cell with Preacher Cornell. While he over in the cell with Preacher, this normally what happened. Few of the brothers gonna know they did bro wrong. They ain't gonna agree with the cross out. They went along with it at the time because they ain't want to open their mouth. Now he over with dude, 5 of them coming over, he in a corner cell. And that corner cell was perfect because you can see the back, you can see the police when they coming, and if they coming from up where operations going towards visit, you can see from over there. So they going over there and they going over acting like they still cool, bro. They using the cell to use the phone. Pastor Cornell, let me tell you what normally happens in situations like this. Commercial break me, please. This ain't anything. When somebody trying to help you get out of a situation, out of a predicament, give you what obviously is another chance, the thing they gonna try to do the most is keep you away from the contamination that they took you out of. If you trying to pull somebody out of something, or you trying to get away from something yourself, it's no way you heal up by continuing to go back into the contaminated area. So, of course, he probably pumping him full of scripture, giving him the word, telling him this and telling him that. When people are blind, when you turn on the light to somebody that's blind, what they gonna do? It's gonna take them a minute to gain their vision to see clear. Pastor, let me tell you how the conversation I had with Preacher one time. I'm walking from a workout. He walking coming to his cell. So I'm standing in the corner right there by the window. Man, what's going on with you, Joe T? I said, man, I ain't doing nothing. What you got going? He said, I ain't doing nothing, man. Drawing near. I said, that was up. I said, go on. What's the word for today? He said, man, mercy. I said, ooh. I said, why you say that? He said, man, cuz. He said, even though, ain't none of us perfect, he said, that's what we strive for, Joe T. He said, but, it's so hard on this walk, especially in this penitentiary, because, you got a lot of people in here with an identity crisis, man, and they having to just push through. And when you in situations like that, you want the Lord to have mercy on you. I said, you right. He said, you want him to have mercy on you because you want him to understand the climate. You want him to understand what you're enduring. You want him to understand it. And it's almost you asking for that mercy because you saying, under these conditions, I don't know how to live any kind of righteousness. I may be starving and, might have to fight for a piece of bread. I need you to have mercy on me, I don't want to be affiliated, but I need to survive this. And I don't even agree with their principles and what they doing, but he looking at me when he said, I need you to have mercy on me. It's a lot of brothers in here right now that just got a lot of time, man, and they got small sentences, and then they still came in here, and in the eyes of the Most High, that can look like, you ain't really appreciative because I give you another chance to get out. You came in here and you still, I need you to have mercy on me. I'm just trying to see it through. You know, it's a lot of people in here lay their head on their bed at night, you know, and they know they wearing a mask and they ain't living the way that they want to live in their heart. And, you know, you need to have mercy on me. You know, it's a lot of people in the world right now as well. You know, they doing what they got to do to get through, and they just hoping the Lord know their heart. But they don't be understanding that the heart is deceitfully wicked, you know, and you know, you want to have that mercy on you, man, and you know, people just have a hard time with really, you know, turning loose certain things and trying to do it right under this evil and wicked system we already in, you know. So Joe T, the word for the day is mercy, man, because we all need it, you know, and mercy is something that we all should try to share with one another, because you gotta understand sometimes, and when you trying to understand, you know, the best thing you can do is just have mercy and not follow through with what you probably would have done. Have mercy on the next person, man, because one day we're gonna need it from him. I said, I feel you on that. I feel you on that. I walk off and end up right in the situation with GD that fast. He done gave me the gospel. You know what I'm saying? So they was cool. When that situation happened, he in the cell by himself. He done moved Lil 5 in the cell with him. Now that Lil 5 in the cell with him, when he going to the chapel or he going to work, they still trying to be cool. They coming over and they using the phone in the cell because it's the perfect, you know what I'm saying, to be using the phone. They done went in here, took a bunch of pictures, done posted them on Facebook, whatever, you know what I'm saying, at the time. Police comes in at nighttime, searches, you know what I'm saying, search Lil 5 themselves, because a lot of time, even in the pictures, they gonna get the people. But they looking at the cell and able to see what part of the pod and where that's at. So they going in the cell to try to find the phone. So when they going in the cell, they done went in there 2-3 days, but they ain't took the people to the hole yet. So by the time they realize they done hit that cell and they ain't catching nothing, they lock the people up. They go to the hole. Now everybody finding out why, because on the write-up it show, you know what I'm saying, that they done took. So they going. So they been watching on the camera, but they had been asking Pastor Cornell at work, like, are you letting people use the phone in your cell? He telling them no. So by the third day, ain't nobody knowing. They done showed him what's going on. He done had conversations with Lil 5 and telling them, Lil 5, hey, keep them out the cell. Them people hot. They watching them doing. At this point, Lil 5 probably ain't saying no. He trying to stay on the compound. He trying to go through that again. So by the time, they keep coming in the cell, So when Pastor Cornell done told Lil 5 about the situation, when they finally come in and get them, they go to the hole, they get out of the hole, they trying to do the same thing. At that point, Lil 5 telling them, man, look, my celly, he ain't put them in the business about what was going on, but they took that like, if you in the cell over there, we done let you stay on the compound, that cell belong to 5. You know what I'm saying? So Pastor ain't talking about nothing. He don't know it's finna be judgment day for Pastor. He come in from working. Man, they done bumped down on, hey, pal, hey, let us holler at you real quick. He, what's going on, brother? What's going on? Y'all doing all right today? Nah, we ain't doing all right, man. You playing, man. What? He thinking they playing, man. Y'all quit playing with me, man. Bless y'all young brother, man. Nah, for real, they pushing, boom. Hold on. They pushing, boom. They get in the corner by himself. They pop the door. Lil 5 come out. Watch out, bro. Appreciate it, bro. Letting us know, bro. He telling me, man, hold on. What's going on? They grabbing him, putting him in the cell, close the door. Boom. Lil 5, hey, man, bro, y'all ain't got to do. They done boom. I'm talking about baptize them in there. Baptized Pastor in there about whatever he said and whatever he told me, letting them, they come out of, man, that 5 cell. I don't care nothing about none of that, bro. Like, man, bro, y'all tripping. Pastor come out of the cell, man. Man, look, man, I'm gonna tell y'all something. The officer stand up, get out. Hey, what's going on? Pastor go there and say, I'm good. He said, man, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Y'all living this crazy lifestyle, man. Gang banging in here in the penitentiary, taking stuff from people here in the penitentiary. You're getting high, you're getting drunk, you're sleeping with punks, you're doing all this stuff in the penitentiary. Let me tell y'all something, man. May the Lord have mercy on your soul, because y'all don't know what y'all be doing. You came in the cell and jumped on me for righteousness. It was righteous for me to tell y'all, man, don't be coming in my cell, but we in a place where y'all don't understand righteousness. Y'all look at me reporting to the police, trying to take care of my place, my community, my living quarters as wrong just because we in a penitentiary. That's no different than people who living in the projects, go to work every day, 9 to 5. If somebody come through and do something, y'all want them to obey the laws of gangbanging and not tell the police nothing. The police pull up over there and they out there making a report. Y'all go bust that lady windows out. Tell her she can't be in the neighborhood. Tell her that she the police and she living righteous. I'm living righteous over here. I don't want no nonsense over here. The police been in my cell and y'all just out here doing whatever you want to do with this lawlessness. And then you want to jump on the people who ain't doing nothing but trying to help you. I'm trying to help this young brother. I'm trying to grab him out of the pits of the hell. And y'all want to keep him in the pit. Man, Paul, ain't nobody trying to hear that, man. Go on back in and say, now I'm trying to tell you something. Because what you don't know or understand is one day all this is going to be over. All this is going to be done. Them chains you wearing in the penitentiary, them shoes you got, them bag, that stuff you trying to chase, getting packs in the penitentiary, not talking to your people, mad at your people, getting out, going back to the lifestyle that you was in. And one day that sky gonna crack and you ain't gonna realize you ain't been keeping no oil in your lamp. Now, what I don't understand is you say you believe and thank God, but you ain't got enough courage to live for him, be for him, and stand on his side. I understand how messed up the world is and how the system is. But you got every other excuse in the world to stay evil, to stay in darkness and continue to live wicked. You don't want to change. But I just pray that he have mercy on you. I just pray that he have mercy on you. But I'm going to tell y'all something. Ain't no mercy for somebody who willingly disobedient. Because one day it's going to be all over. The sky going to crack. He said there's 10 virgins, 5 wise and 5 foolish. 5 kept oil in their lamp, 5 didn't. When the bridegroom came, it was so dark, they didn't know how to get back to the area. By the time they made it back in their darkness and knocked on the door, it was over with. We're at a time in this world, me personally as a believer, I've been seeing a lot of people talk about on TikTok, I don't know if y'all seen it, saying that the coming of the Messiah is September the 24th or the 23rd. This is what I know. They have a 2-state solution with Israel that talks about that third temple is prophetic. People keep bringing up no man knows the day nor the hour. And there's something called a Hebrew idiom where it ain't, he was saying that literally it was something that they were aware of when it comes to the Feast of Trumpets. I'm going to tell you something. As a believer, we ought to be ready in season and out of season. I ain't saying that I've had confirmation that it's true. But this is what it has laid on my heart. The obligation that we have to be ready whenever. Because while a lot of people are screaming, well, don't nobody know the day nor the hour, it's coming from a place of you don't want it to happen because you want to hang on to this world or you really don't believe it. And in that, you have to understand the charge that's on your life when you say and confess Christ, the Christ. Yeshua HaMashiach, who died for all mankind, who was stretched wide, who was pierced in his side, died and rose. If you have not confessed Christ, I'll say get on your knees and confess Christ as Lord. The thief right at the end confessed that he said, you will be with me today in paradise. Time is short. We all know it's a lot of chaos in the world. I can go into all the things that's happening and this and that. I don't. I just want to say, is your heart ready to receive? Is your heart posture in the right place? If it happened tomorrow, next week, the end of the year, beginning of the year, whenever, and not only is you ready, would you be in right standing? My good and faithful servant is what I want to hear. I don't want to hear, depart from me, I never knew you, you work of iniquity. Because I believe this. I believe that's what gave me another second chance out in the free world. I believe it's what's built my platform. I believe it's what's gave me these tangible things, even though I don't salute these tangible things. I don't idolize the tangible things. It has reconciled my relationships with my family, friends. It has gave me the new mindset that I have. It's given me the ability to reach and talk to people. So, as a believer, we all have an obligation and a duty. If you haven't seen it, whether you believe it or not, my charge to you is witness to somebody. Let somebody know what it is that you believe and the hope for what it is that you believe. And let them know Christ is the Messiah is Lord. Because one day, whether we see the end, we do have to. It's inevitable. And I'm sure we all want to know we done our part as a servant. And we all need the mercy. I'm not perfect, I'm far from it. I do a lot of things I don't have no business doing. I say things I don't have no business saying. I'm places I shouldn't be at times. I'm grateful for his mercy. I'm grateful for Yeshua HaMashiach, who we know as Jesus the Christ, who is the propitiation for our sins, which means he pacifies the wrath of the Most High that we all rightfully deserve. Mercy. Pray for mercy. If you ain't got the heart to say something to a stranger, say something to your family members. It's your boy.